Want that traditional fast food or diner style burger, but you want to make it with really high quality ingredients and really great beef. Well, I'm going to show you how to make that burger better.
So if you couldn't tell, I upgraded my cooking setup and got some lighting. Shout out to my sponsor, Goodwill. Anyway, hopefully you guys appreciate the work I put into stealing this table. Anyway, we'll be making smash burgers. I don't know about you, but let's get smashing.
The first thing you're gonna wanna do is portion out the ground beef. I'm gonna make double patties, so I'll need 8 portions for 4 burgers. The easiest way to evenly portion 8 balls of beef is to first divide the total amount of grind in half, then continue to divide the portions in half.
Luckily for you guys, I was the 2012 Wisconsin State Meat Handling Champion, so all of this is very familiar.
Loosely form them into balls and refrigerate while preparing the rest of the ingredients for the burgers.
Spread your meat into halves and cut those halves in half and fondle them into balls. But luckily for you guys, I'm the 2012 Wisconsin State. Anyway, after forming your balls, wrap them up and stick them in the fridge.
Now for a change, rather than slicing or dicing an onion, we're gonna grate half of an onion finely on a box grater.
Next up, grab your onion and grate it into a fine paste. And don't worry, I cut this off camera.
Mix the grated onion with mayonnaise, yellow mustard, hot sauce, and Worcestershire sauce.
Add your onion paste into the bowl and add some mayonnaise, yellow mustard, some tapatio, and more importantly, some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. And then make sure to give it a good mix.
Start with removing any wilted leaves from your iceberg lettuce, because you're just going for crunch. I like using iceberg lettuce, especially when it's finely shredded.
Too bad. I paid $3 for this whole lettuce, so I'm going to use the whole lettuce and shred it into pieces.
You'll want to slice your tomatoes relatively thin. You don't want to end up with tomato slices that are thicker than your hamburger patties.
Next step, you're going to want to cut your tomatoes into thin slices. But hey, who cares? Mr. Fly made a cameo in my video, so whoever has the most like comment gets to name him.
Finally, butter and toast the hamburger buns over medium heat.
Butter your buns and make sure to lubricate them well. I'm using mayonnaise as a substitute. I don't have any butter left around. So anyway, we're going to be throwing it on a hot pan on medium heat.
Now crank that griddle to high and time to get smashing those patties. When you're placing your balls, make sure to give them plenty of room because they'll spread out a lot when they're smashed.
Turn your pan onto high heat and stick your balls onto the pan, making sure to give them room. I'm doing one at a time, so don't listen to me.
Using a piece of parchment paper helps so they don't stick to the spatula when you're giving them that smash.
We're going to be using this piece of parchment paper to make sure when I press it down, it doesn't get stuck to my spatula.
I like to use a meat mallet to put pressure on the spatula so that I can get the patties as thin as possible.
Back in high school, they used to call me the meat mallet. But for today, we'll be using a meat pot to squish our patties.
Since these patties are so thin, I'll only season one side because that should be enough to give them plenty of flavor. The secret to this patty is a little bit of special sauce on the side that hasn't cooked yet before flipping. The mayo will help to caramelize the onion and the other ingredients while adding flavor to the patty.
We will be adding our special sauce onto our meat. I'm not going to say anything, the jokes write themselves. But now, look at my crispy, juicy patty.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Now top half your patties with cheese and add a plain burger to each of the cheesy patties. The hot patty will help to melt the cheese, and the cheese will act as a glue in between the two burger patties.
We're going to give our patties a good old slice of cheddar cheese and adding our second patty on top. And just like that, the juicy tender meat is ready to be devoured. Just like the meat I devoured back in high school.
I like to construct by placing the special sauce on the heel of the bun. This keeps the bottom of the bun from getting too soggy. Next, I top it.
Sometimes you want to add a little more secret sauce onto your buns, but not too much, or else it'll overflow. I would know better.
Next, I top it with that crunchy shreddis and then a couple of tomato slices.
Don't forget to add your shreddis and tomato. And look who made a cameo again. Which reminds me, I've been dealing with meat all day. Why don't we check on our friend Mr. Fly? The video never mentioned pickles, but if I'm gonna have all this meat in my mouth, I might as well add a little pickle in there too. If you're having trouble opening a jar of pickles, just make sure to spank it and show it who's boss. But of course, if that doesn't work, just like most things in life, beat it with a metal spoon until it opens up. This also works with chili.
I like to put the toppings on the bottom instead because it tends to keep the burger more intact when you're eating it. Add the double patties to the bottomings and top with the crown of the bun.
Making sure to put your toppings on the heel of the bun, you're going to place your meat and close the burger, only for you to realize that the entire time your burger was upside down. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the taste test. Let's rate it 1 through 10. The taste of the burger is extremely heavenly. The juiciness from the patties complements the crispiness of the pickles. Not to mention that the cheese and sauce wrap this burger up in an excellent bow. All around, I'll give this burger an 8 out of 10. I'm knocking down a few points because I didn't really season the patty that well. But rest assured that properly seasoned, this would be a good 9 out of 10. I would recommend this dish to anybody. Hey, sorry for the shit quality. I'm currently recording this from my bed, but I just wanted to thank you guys for the support on the last video. If you're even watching it this far, should I aim for double the views this time? I don't know what else to say because usually these videos are scripted, but make sure to like and subscribe, I guess. It's always free. Alright, that's all. Bye bye.